Welcome back!
Welcome!
I'm Riss.
I'm Care.
And this is the Good Fruit Pod.
Yeah.
And we talk about Jesus. We are a queer affirming Christian ministry. And we are back from a 2-month-long hiatus!
Yes!
And why?
It was needed! We were going through a lot of challenges. This is kind of more than we thought it was going to become. And
Guys, I was dying.
Marissa was dying. We needed to reallocate some jobs, so Marissa didn't want to die.
Okay.
Yeah, so we found that we were running into challenges that we didn't know we were even gonna have, because no one really knows what they're doing when they start a podcast. So we took a break to fix some of those problems. You can probably tell our setup's a little bit different, and Marissa went ahead and we bought a better camera.
Yeah,
so that's huge. Let's give a round of applause for Marissa.
Thank you. Yeah,
Marissa needed a break. It was a really transitional time, at least for me. So having the break was really nice for a minute. But stoked to be back.
Yeah,
thrilled.
Yeah. Updates. I think it would be cool to let everyone know what we've been up to. Any updates?
Oh,
just to warm up the vibe again.
True.
Because I know you guys haven't heard our voices in a very long time.
Yeah.
You guys probably miss it.
Yeah, our beautiful, nasty vocal fry voices.
Okay. Updates.
Update for me, number 1, I'm straight.
Oh, she got boobs.
Oh,
from where?
Goofing. From Boot Barn.
Dang.
From Boot Barn.
America.
This is the first pair of boots I've ever owned. They're crazy, so I'm wearing them to break them in. They're brown. So that's the only life update. For 2 months, I bought boots.
No.
You
don't want to say it?
No, I graduated from EMT school. So
yeah,
and I passed. So I'm officially an EMT licensed statewide and national wide.
I can pass out.
Marissa could pass out. All I could do was call an ambulance. I learned, I was like, there's really a lot of this job is just calling someone better than me to come help. But no, I'm just looking for a job right now, but that's a big transitional thing. And I'm still in school. There's a life update. I'm still in school, so there's a lot going on, but any other life updates? Not really. I finished school and then I started school back up again. That was it.
First of all, I want to give you a shout out because I also don't think people knew this while we were recording. You give me a lot of credit for working on the pod, but it's important for everyone to know that Carrington was literally studying to be an EMT while we were filming.
That's not that big of a deal.
I think so. I had a job and I was like, I'll ignore emails all day, and I was like, this is so hard to come here, and you're actually having to learn.
Yeah, no, it was fine.
You're
I enjoyed it. Yeah, no, you're right. I am better than you. Also, I'm realizing I'm covered in water.
Carrington wasn't actually crying.
Oh, well, yeah, no. I'm just that good of an actress. I'm an EMT on the side, full-time Disney star. Yeah, so I poured water on myself to cry because this is our Menty B episode.
Yes.
That's why I was crying, because it's our Menty B journey episode. We're just going to talk about why we were gone and how we were feeling and how we're feeling now.
Mm-hmm. And I also want to incorporate the Christian podcast, mental health and Christianity as well. I know that I'll speak a lot to that, especially since there's taboo behind that. I think it's going to be cool for us just to openly be I'm not going to be well, Jesus says this.
Yeah.
I don't plan on throwing a verse at you honestly today, but just even talking about it in the same capacity, I think is okay, chill enough. You know what I mean? Sometimes we got to normalize it. So I'm excited for that.
It'll be good discussion, I think. Life updates for you.
Well, no, hold on. I wanted to ask you why you're still in school, to clarify that.
Oh, well, I'm still in school. I've done school for, it feels like I haven't stopped, but I plan on continuing to go to school after this school. My goal is for PA school. I don't mind sharing that. So lots of education forever. So EMT is just a stepping stone to get there. Hopefully I can find a freaking job. I got out and my teacher was he's a firefighter, so he was and you guys will get jobs and you'll text me. And then I was girl, what jobs? What do you mean? I've applied and no one's calling me back. I'm
have you texted him?
No, I haven't. I should text him. He probably would be a good resource. I have a hard time reaching out. And he was like my dad. He was a really great dude. All firefighters are. I have firefighters in my family. They're all really nice dudes. So I should totally just ask him, and he would be like, "Yeah, of course."
I was
He
going to
loves
say,
me.
you said it right now, and I was like,
Currently solving my mental health issues right now on the pod. Just get a job. You'll stop feeling sad. No.
guys, I've been working on controlling my laugh again. I know I just did not do that for the first 5 minutes. So sorry.
The thing is that it sounds bad in audio, but like IRL, I don't think it's that loud. It's loud, but like on audio makes everything sound terrible.
That's true. Also,
You
Kara,
have a very normal laugh.
I think you might just be used to it.
I have blindness. I have deafness to your voice.
When we were first living together, I remember being like, your laugh is like a scream.
Mine?
Me!
Oh, I
you
feel
would
like
say that to me, and now you're just like,
it's very quiet, actually. I've never heard it. Now you're just gonna choke yourself every time you have to laugh.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard because
Mental
I'm
health.
very funny.
This is hurting.
Oh yeah, do you want to give the life update?
Yeah.
Let's give some life updates.
I'm like, the only thing I worked on during this 2-month break, I got my wisdom teeth out,
Slay.
which actually, guys, is a huge thing. I didn't realize how bad I needed it until I got it. Life has changed. If
Really?
you feel like you get your wisdom teeth out, you need to go get them out.
Your problems aren't real, it's just your wisdom teeth.
Honestly, like my headache,
It's
like,
lighter.
yes.
Really?
It feels like I'm not, like, my neck doesn't hurt as bad, and like I don't feel as much pressure in my face.
Oh my
like when I
gosh.
get tired, like I feel a lot of pressure, and I'm like,
Yeah.
like it makes me need to be like, I need to close my eyes and not look at lights.
Dang.
And so this has helped immensely.
Dang.
And so I do think I'm gonna go through with that nose job.
Okay, second life update.
Second life
Versus
update.
getting a rhinoplasty.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question. How many wisdom teeth did you have?
4,
You had all 4.
and they were all compacted.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe.
So I had to get like a CT scan for my head at one point.
Me too. I had one recently too.
What did they learn about you?
I don't know. They haven't talked about it. They haven't told me anything.
Keep
They
me
didn't find
updated on
anything. I'm normal.
I'm like, keep me updated on that.
Yeah, no, I will. It's fine.
I'm like, can't you read it yourself, EMT?
No, they took a CT scan of your head before they took out your wisdom teeth.
No, they did it because I remember how I learned that like my sinuses were huge.
Oh yeah.
It was when I went to that.
Oh, okay.
Well, in that scan, they could see one of my wisdom teeth like hitting my sinus.
I didn't know they could get that bad.
I didn't know either, and they were like, "Ayo, like maybe you should get that done before we do." I have a deviated septum. I got hit with a softball one time, and I guess it jacked me up more than what I thought. Yeah, it's like, like it's. They were like, "Dang!" I was like, "Hey,
just crack it back in place. I'm fine."
I know that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Yeah, they're gonna. And then, oh, sorry. Those sound effects are cutting into your bone.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna.
Yeah. You're gonna have those things in your nose for a while. You're gonna look busted for a fat minute. But think of the shape of your nose after.
No, it doesn't change the outside.
Oh.
Guys, well, I like my nose. Everyone has been like, "Ooh, you're gonna get a thin nose.
You're gonna have every nose ever."
And I'm like, guys, I love my nose. Like, I'm confident and I'm okay with it.
Talk about mental health. I recently was like, for the longest time, I was like, I need my nose done. Like, I need this done. I need this done. Well, like, I was never like out loud about it because obviously it's an insecurity that probably most people have. Like, and especially like it's so modernized to be like, yeah, I got my nose done. I'm 18. Yeah, you know. So it's like, I need my nose done. It's like only recently I'm like, my nose is like my face. If I change my nose, my face changes. So I'm like, I think I actually really, really agree with what you said. That like you like your nose.
Thank you.
I started liking my nose too.
Good. I think it's a cute nose.
Thanks.
No, I meant mine. Oh, yes, yours is cute too.
What can I bang my head against? Gosh. It's fine. It's fine.
It also was weird because I've never like really complimented you like that.
That's true. I shouldn't have realized you were being disingenuous. If anything, it would have been false. Like,
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. That's how we are. I hate your nose too.
Well, it made me sad because like my little cousin, she's, I think she told me this when she was like 13 at the time. She told me she hated her nose because it was Like, it wasn't super thin.
Yeah.
But it's just, it to me, I saw it and I remember being like, that's our ethnicity. Like, that's like a Mexican native nose. And it made me so sad because she's like, look at my profile. And I was like, she's like a pretty kid.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, like.
Isn't that crazy that, like, we're just trained to automatically, like, hate something? That's crazy. I feel sad.
You know what's funny is I have actually been going through a relearning how to appreciate myself. And usually I'll just say it. I'm usually like, dang, I'm hot. Like, cool.
You are.
Yeah, I'm pretty like. But lately I didn't realize it, but I was like extremely insecure with my body and the way I looked. And I realized that's why I was going to the gym so much. I realized that I was shopping more than what I usually don't care about shopping. And like, mind you, I don't think it's a bad thing because like I have like 4 shirts.
I love shopping.
But like, in some ways it was good. It taught me how to like buy things for myself. But at the same time I was like, wait a minute, like I've never cared about this. Like I think I look hot when I'm wearing like a college shirt.
A college shirt.
But it's been new. That was a new journey actually for me during this break.
Interesting. So like all those times you were like, damn, I'm hot, you were like, I'm insecure?
Well,
or was it
no,
like,
I still thought I was hot, don't get me wrong. But like in a way that was also like, I'm hot, but I'm not the kind of hot I want to be. And that was weird because I've never really felt like that. And like also part of it too is like I am on this like I've been retired from collegiate sports for like what 2.5 years now.
Yeah,
which is
that's crazy.
I know, but like I'm still learning how to appreciate my new body and appreciate my new lifestyle and to like not see a constant amount of like definition on my arms or to be like, I don't know, like it's weird. Like I think I'm the skinniest I've ever been, but it's like making me insecure because I'm like, what if I cannot like perform? I know. I'm
like from like sports, like like that's just like you drilled into your brain that like you need to be like peak physical.
But then it makes me feel unattractive because I'm like, there's no way that I would be able to like perform and like I can see that I can't perform and like it's bad. Like I was like,
dang,
whoa, I need to like,
why did that thought just pop into my brain? Like, I'm at home.
Yeah, I was like, I work in an office job. Like I'm on the computer like 18 hours a day. So I'm like,
I don't need to run a sprint for what?
Yeah, I was like, when do I have to do that? So
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's something new that I've been working through, which I didn't know I was working through it until I think I finally got through it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm also learning to appreciate my femininity and masculinity in a balance. For a minute, I was a little embarrassed with my femininity. I got out of a relationship and it was a huge thing for a while that I was like, I don't feel masculine enough in this relationship to fit the traditional role that I would want to do. It was like me playing into it in the sense of like, I didn't realize how much of a traditional relationship I wanted. Like
a man and a woman.
No, for real. I was like, okay, like I'll be the breadwinner. Like, yeah, it was weird. I found myself wanting to buy a pair of boots.
And these are like work boots.
Yes, and I was like, I need to invest in stock. I need to get like my retire. Like
you're scary. You're like a trad bro.
No, it was weird. I was like, wait a minute, I'm a girl.
I'm literally a girl right now.
Yeah, and I was like, let me go paint my nails. And I'm learning how to re-harbor it in terms of my own life and in terms of like while I'm in a relationship. Like I wonder how that's going to present. So that was a huge, I think, part of that whole like I don't look as beefy as I need to because I'm like not a man.
That's interesting. That's an interesting way to think of it because like I think about that all the time. Like I don't feel that way. Like I view the way that I dress, even if it is more like masculine, still as very feminine to me. Like sometimes when I do wear like baggy jeans and a baggy shirt and my hair up and like a hat on, like I still am like I'm very feminine. Like but I'm not dressed in a way that's like traditionally feminine, but I never view it as like I'm dressed masculine today. Isn't that weird? Sorry, that caught you way off guard, I guess. My bad. Because you know what I'm trying to say?
I think so. No? I do think it's interesting that you said that.
Yeah, I didn't know that because I understand that, yeah, this is how a boy would dress. But like I'm still like, I guess maybe it's because I've never really questioned my like gender identity in that like serious way. where it's like, do I feel more masculine? I've always kind of just been like, no, I'm a girl. Like, yeah, I am. So everything that I do is like femininity, I guess. I don't know. So even when I dress more typically like boyish, I'm still maybe because I do have that like girly like where like, and you brought it up earlier of like a lot of people that present like you do, like short hair, they're like, even you identify as a girl sometimes, but when you're in a relationship, they don't necessarily remember that you're a girl.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of like masculine presenting people have that problem.
Yeah.
I never have that problem because I'm just like always like, and like I'm a girl, like even when I'm dressed very manly.
Yeah. And
Maybe.
it's been in these past 2 months, speaking of these past 2
Yeah.
months, mental health, guys, we're just kind of jumping into it.
We're just warming up. We're still warming up. Okay.
I'm going to be vulnerable on the pod, which it might freak out my parents. But I have actually started considering starting tea. And when I'm hearing you talk about how you don't consider your gender that way, I was like, oh, because when I put on masculine clothes, like sometimes I'm like, I'm going to put on this watch and I'm going to put on like this and use this energy today because I am like a boy right now. Like I need to be like a dude. And it came into play too in the sense of like in the relationship that I was in and even like trying to figure out my place and my standard in that relationship. I was like, I am playing this boy role. I want to be the dude that like want to be a dude so I can do things. Like it was weird. And I'm not sharing this to be like, I don't know why I'm sharing this, I guess, in general, but like hopefully maybe this can help clarify something to someone that like I didn't realize how much social influence was going to play in literally how I want to like if I want to start tea or not. And like you talking about like I brought it up earlier, me and Carrington were having our little friend chat.
Just gabbing.
How it is so nice to be treated like a girl when I still look mask. And it is a problem. And I know that I've seen a lot of TikToks that are like, treat your girl like you treat your mask, remember your mask is a girl.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
I've seen those too.
But it's a real issue. And like if you as a woman loving a woman, like you need to also be able to honor that femininity. It doesn't matter what they look like. And I hope that one day we can get past that. And I guess I'm falling into that trap too, where I'm like, if I want to start tea so I can be the boy, I don't need to start tea to be a boy. Like,
and also, I don't know, I have no idea. The way that sounded like is like, I need to be on tea for someone else. I don't know if that was true or not, but that's what it sounded like.
I am also learning the difference right now. My mental health journey. This is why we took 2 months off, because I said, Menty B, Baddie B.
Menty baddies.
I'm like, guys, we're both like,
we're both super hyper feminine. I'm
like, remember your mask is still a girl. Okay, well, that's also what I've been learning is that I've been really diving into my anxious attachment, which I realize that I have, but also losing myself and not being able to hold boundaries in a relationship very well. And I don't want to say it's because I'm like unconfident in what I want to do. Like I'll definitely speak up if I'm like, hey, like you're asking me to do something like I don't believe or like I know it's not right. I will kind of fail. But I'm still figuring out, and what I started in these 2 months off was learning what are boundaries that are healthy, but also not selfish in the way that like God continuously forgives, but he also has boundaries. And what does that look like in my life? Because that's what I also found myself doing was like, I was sacrificing trying to be someone for somebody because I loved them so much that like I'm losing myself because I'm just trying to be selfless. But in a way that was like sabotaging.
It almost is like selfish for that person.
Yeah, because you yourself are a gift.
Yeah.
And so if you are also struggling with that as a viewer, I started reading the book Boundaries by Henry Cloud. It is a Christian viewpoint. But if you're someone that struggles like me, I'm also somebody that's like, I'm a people pleaser. As much as it may not seem like it, I am.
Yes, up there.
Yeah, sorry.
No, in ways, yes.
But
Very much yes.
I also try to do it out of a place of like, I can do this actually. Like, I just
Yeah.
need to not be lazy.
Yeah.
You know?
No, actually, I can actually really relate to that.
So it's like, I am always trying to push myself because I'm like, God would want me to do this.
Yeah.
But Henry Cloud was like, hold on. God had boundaries. Like, Jesus left a city when they were like not accepting him. It wasn't that Jesus stayed and like waited for them to like kill him. He
or like try to convert them.
Yeah, like he was like, okay, take it or leave it. Yeah. And I was like, wait a minute. Yeah.
He slay.
Yeah, I was like, wait. And like God in the same way, like he followed his commands, like, okay, come on heaven, I guess. Like, or believe me and you're good. Like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like, hey, like, I want you to, but I'm not going to make that choice for you. But my boundary is that you can't come into my house if you're going to act like that. You know,
very valid.
If you're gay.
You can't come in if you're doing all of that. He, she, they.
I'm like,
get that shit out of my house. It's your house. You're waving these flags. If you're doing all that, get out.
I would try.
Could you imagine telling someone that looked like you? No. I don't know. I just think that's funny. I think it's funny.
I'm gonna be so mad. I'm not gonna lie, guys. And this might be might punish me for this one. But I'm gonna be so mad if I'm doing this pod, if I don't cuss, if I'm like not doing everything that I want to do, and I don't get into heaven because I'm gay. I have a bone to pick with somebody.
You're gonna be like, I need to be reincarnated so I can do it again.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, so now I know. Sorry.
Now I can start over again.
Okay, clarified. Got the message. Thanks.
Heard ya.
Yeah, not doing a podcast ever again.
The podcast is what sends you to hell. Not being gay. Doing this is what's gonna kill us and send us down there.
What is that? The rock on the hill? The myth about the guy in the underworld.
The rock. Holding up the rock.
That would be me, but like audio. It would be us. We try to always fix this audio. Would be my hell.
Yeah, you're like. You're trying to upload a cat gif for 40 minutes. Oh my gosh.
Not for real.
Sisyphus? That sounds like a STD. Syphilis?
Hey, EMT.
Sisyphus.
EMT.
I'm not gonna check out any STDs.
You know what?
What? One
time my sister dated an EMT, and he said that he ran into a lot of problems with tampons.
I don't doubt it. And you know what's funny? I'm not allowed to help you, girl. All I can do is send you to a doctor. If you're like truly having problems, we are not allowed to put fingers up there unless you are having a baby. So I would just put a cover over if there's bleeding. Why? I'm not gonna tell. But yeah, if there's like a problem with something in someone's genital areas, I'm a stranger. I'm gonna send you to the hospital. I can give you a ride, or I can tell you to go yourself.
That's sad.
But it makes sense, don't you think? I don't know. I mean, like, if you're in trouble and you're, like, calling someone to help you and they say, we can send you to someone else, that's probably not, like, the best thing to hear. Yeah. But also, like, a lot of times there's not always, like, a female EMT, though, too. So, like, if it's a woman having a problem, a lot of the dudes are just taught to be like,
yeah,
can you reach it? Like, no, okay, let's go to a doctor. Like, you know.
Sad world.
Yeah, but, like, even as a female EMT, I probably would be like, can you reach it? Okay, bye. I'm not, ew, gross, but ew. I was going to say vaginas. Ew. Yeah, I was like, ew, gross. I'm like, I'm not putting myself anywhere near you. You know those girls that come up to you all of a sudden once they figure out you're gay and they go, I could like date a girl, but vaginas are gross. Ew. It's like, okay, why are you telling me that?
You're gay. I know, guys, girls.
It's girls.
Straight girls.
If you need to stop.
Yeah, if you are straight and watching this, first of all, you're probably not.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thanks for watching.
Not to diagnose you.
Thanks for watching if you are.
Why did we get on this topic?
I know. Mental health. Girls, figure yourself out.
You don't need to come up to someone and like just start talking about sex. Is my opinion, 100%. Just because I'm gay doesn't give you a free right to talk about sex. I don't want to hear about that. Ew.
Keep it to yourself.
No, it's
fine. Nasties.
No, it's fine. If you're hot, no. No.
Guys, straight girls, stop hitting on masks. I'm sorry.
I can't speak on that.
I can speak on that. Just because we wear a mask and because we are pretty openly gay. You can't just hit on us and use us as an experiment. I hope that everyone can remember that no matter what someone looks like, they're still a human being. And it's sad that I have to say that.
Yeah.
But everyone has feelings, and it's not fair for you to put someone out just because you're figuring yourself out.
Yeah.
Like, you still...
I feel like you got to be upfront with like your intentions if you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
hey, I don't know, I'd love to experiment.
And that's
and if
like
that
cool.
person's chill with it, then yeah. But if you don't tell someone that's what you're doing and they're
Yeah.
expecting, I feel like this is just a communications problem. Just talk to each other, but not about sex initially.
You know, I think
just like go up to someone. How did we get here?
I don't know, but I think this also plays into it because during these 2 months, I have really been starting to like look at TikTok, which is new for me. And
welcome.
Thank you.
Where we are in the world right now.
I am on mask TikTok. And it is so cool that I don't feel alone.
Yeah.
Like, there are so many things that like, yeah, like oppression for masks and like LGBT community is always going to feel that way. But there's a certain level where I'm like, why do we feel that way?
Yeah.
And like, oh, I'm not the only one that like feels embarrassed because of the way someone else feels about me, like, or the way someone else treats me. Like, that's not my issue.
Yeah.
That's theirs. And it's so cool to be like, it just is so cool to like feel understood. And TikTok did that.
Dude, I can't in good faith say, what the hell did you think everyone was doing on the internet before? Like, that's why I feel like that's why I'm so online. Is like, you grow up in a place like there's not gay people around. Like, you find them online, and it's like, oh, I'm not alone. I don't know. Me at 12 years old, I was doing that too. So I don't want to be like, duh, but also like, duh. Yeah, get online to feel like have like some kind of community.
Oh,
I turned that into a negative so fast.
I read articles.
You read articles about what?
Like, if I like when I was
trying to that like it was supposed to be a mic drop. I read articles.
No, I mean,
about what? About what?
No, like when I was trying to figure out if I was gay, I would look up like, how do you know you're gay? And people would like blog about it, and I'll read it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't see them, and I would be like, you can only read so much all the time. So I was like,
I don't know. I was watching like Vines and stuff and like YouTubers.
Oh.
So I didn't read. I couldn't read at the time. I was so young I couldn't even read. I was watching YouTube videos of girls kissing.
I never looked that up.
Really?
Again, I did not know being gay was a thing until I was like 12.
Yeah. I mean, I knew it was a thing, but thing you delete your history after.
Speaking about gender.
Speaking about deleting history.
No.
What about your gender?
Wait, I have to show you something. Oh. First of all, in case you know me in real, I've had the same wallet for years.
Oh my God, you have. Can I describe it?
Yes.
Okay, it was from 2008. Maybe like a hot topic. Checkered, like
my mom worried about this for me, so be careful.
It's beautiful. It's a like the dirtiest looking checkered, black and white checkered tri-fold wallet. It opens like a tri-fold poster, like boop, boop, and it's Velcro. And I loved it a lot. And I think at one point you had a chain on that thing. I thought it was so silly. But I know exactly what you're talking about. Show us what you have.
Mental health.
No way, you're an adult.
Wait.
It's still a tri-fold.
I know.
That's how you know you're masked, though. But the Velcro is what was doing, because it was.
Yeah, that was hard. When I was
like, get out your cash.
When I was at the club trying to buy like a drink for a girl, and I'm like, hold on. I was like, I would purposely try to turn a little bit. It's so loud. And then like
you can't get away from that sound. Even at a loud ass, that was the funniest thing you've ever said.
And it was like so tight. Like I couldn't like get the like card out fast enough.
Sitting on it all night and then get up.
And it was like because it was like cotton, it would like get like wet if I was like dancing or like
mildew. Mildew and
no.
It
was just definitely dirty. Yeah. Sorry.
No,
sorry.
It's just funny. Let me see it. Let's see it.
Wait, I also have to show you something else.
Oh.
Well, I'll let you find it.
Oh gosh. This is nice. What's
Thank
the
you.
brand?
I don't know. It was like $10
I saw letters.
on Amazon.
I thought I saw letters.
Open it.
I'm going blind. Library card. Insurance. Is it supposed to be right at the top?
It's in the middle.
Is your license?
Oh, I changed my picture.
Oh, you changed your picture. Oh, I didn't know because I haven't seen. I don't look for your ID all the time.
I'm like, oh, you aren't carding me all the time?
You know what? Actually, no, because every time we did go somewhere, you had to get your ID. You go, I chopped off all my hair. You had to say it every single time. Wow.
I finally got my picture changed on my ID.
Wow. Marissa.
Guys, it's actually really huge for me.
You can't probably see anything.
This is good. Don't look at my stuff.
Terrible. Where did you go?
Terrible.
Well, just like it looks like.
Thank you.
No,
mental health.
No, you. This is really cool. You look good in it. I'm just saying the photo itself looks like the thing at Chuck E. Cheese where it would draw you. It doesn't look like a photo. It looks like someone like ID sketched you for like a perp photo.
Well, I went with someone else.
I have this library card. I have this library card with the donut.
I'm like, hey guys, get a library card.
I have one.
No, like
to
the viewers.
You out there.
Not everything is about you. Mental health.
Oh, you do.
But
that's cool. It's nice. It's an adult wallet.
I went with someone else, and their picture also kind of turned out funky, and it was such a bonding experience to be like,
what is wrong with this camera?
Yeah, we were like,
you know what? Facts, because I hate my ID. I had to redo it so I could flip it so I could buy alcohol, and I hate it. I use the one that has my old photo from when I was 16 on it, because they don't let you like really retake it. They're like, "Is that good?" And you have to say, "Yes." It's not good.
You could say.
I know, but that's that mental illness coming in and being like, "No, I don't want to inconvenience you."
Like, you need to read this book.
Boundaries.
Boundaries by Henry Cloud. I have not finished it, so I'll keep you guys updated.
I'm reading a rom-com right now. Very odd for me.
That is very odd.
I know.
What is
fine.
it? Are you gonna give it a shout out?
I just don't like. I guess it's like the cheesiest like Wattpad book you could ever imagine. That's why I'm like, I don't normally read those. It's called 6 Times We Almost Kissed, and then in parentheses it's and 1 time we did. Isn't that so stupid? It's a good book. It's fine. But it is like, it's like cheesy, like, we can't, we mustn't, but we will. Like you know.
Chuck E. Cheese drawing.
Chuck E. Cheese drawing, like.
Sorry. I'm like, I got it flipped. It looks like Chuck E. Cheese.
So you just look bad in it? I don't get what's different. You just look bad? No, but look at it again because it does. It looks like someone sketched you. It's just like in black and white for some reason. Mine is in color, so maybe you're just like poor.
Also, I look so happy.
You do, but like how great. You should compare your old one to your new one, and you can probably tell how happy you are to look different. That's hilarious.
Yeah, you guys could check it out. Maybe I'll post it on the Instagram. That'd be cute.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm a lot happier.
Great.
Also,
that's a nice wallet. I'm proud of you.
I'm trying to start. Thank you. I'm trying to start moving forward in my career and doing a bit more like independent work, independent business work. And I also could not get behind trying to give someone my business card and then pulling out my checker
on a chain. It's truly like Hot Topic 2008, like Warped Tour.
It was perfect when I was young.
Yeah,
my mom really was like, "Your mask, here you go."
I was gonna say, and when you said, "Mom, Dre, I picked it out," I went, "Oh, I gotta be careful for real." But no, she knew.
No, I still have it. I'm gonna keep that thing.
You should. You should. Yeah, my wallet's old.
Yeah, where's your new wallet?
I don't need a new wallet because I take care of my things. And I've had a leather one since forever, so it hasn't need to be replaced.
Dude, and it slides out of my pocket. The other one would not slide out of my pocket. So I'd always be like...
Well, it was like chunky.
Yeah.
It was a Velcro.
I kept coins in there.
Why? Why?
In case we ran into like a fountain.
You know what? Valid.
So,
but yeah, I don't think you're supposed to like keep change in wallets like that. A trifold wallet.
I know. So now, but this one I was like, I got it.
Yeah. You look like an adult.
Thank you.
Truly. That's a big step. Business.
That was a huge step for me. Mental health. Yeah.
Big step for me. I've been spending so much money on skincare, and I don't know if anyone can notice because my face is red right now. My skin has gotten so much better, and I'm thrilled, and that has improved my mental health like no other.
You know what?
Say it.
I can't notice it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
You didn't have to say that.
It's
no.
smoother.
She showed me pictures. I'm going to like a specialist, and she was like, because I didn't think it was that bad. Like my older siblings were like on Accutane, like they had it bad, and I was like, mine's not that bad. But I went and she took a before picture before she started, and she showed me them today because it's been like 2 months, and she showed me it, and I was like, my God, like I looked like that, and no one was saying anything to me, and it's still not great, but I was like, dang, dude, that's like the best part of my day. Was going to see her. That's a big mental health thing that I didn't mention.
Were you scared to like do it before?
I was scared about the money because I was like, I know that like, and I'm going to like a facialist. Is like you gotta tip her and whatever. But my older sister, she goes to see her and she's like super chill and super nice and like she does a good job. But I don't know. It's worth every dollar that I spend into it. Like that's like my big thing that I'm like, I'm gonna be selfish and like spend money on my face, and it's working. You know, and it's made me feel better.
I wonder that.
That's a vulnerable thing for me to say on the pod is I hated my face for a long time.
Well, in a way, I think about that for like people that haven't gone through like the masculine transition that I went through. I have acne, but it's like not my biggest concern. I'm like, my biggest concern is my haircut and like my clothes. And I finally was able to achieve like this new sense of like confidence when I finally got to be myself. Mm-hmm. But then I was like, well, you've never had that, and you'll never get it, maybe, unless one day you decide to be.
Maybe you'll just die. Yeah, and you'll never get it. That's what I said. And you know that thing that I love, you'll never have it. No, I know what you're saying though. Yeah, of like that. This kind of maybe is my big thing of like, honestly, maybe when I cut my hair, that was it for a different reason though. But like. Yeah, having clear skin, and that was like one of the first things that she said to me, my dermatologist, I guess, my facialist. She was like, you're gonna see that you're like wanting to go out more, and I'm like, I am wanting to like just like be out in a coffee shop longer because like I don't look the way that I do anymore.
No, I get that. That's how it was when I was masked, or I guess now
feminine, more feminine looking.
Everyone gets it.
Long hair, yeah, you get the vibe.
It does, and I was like, man, do people not experience that? And like. I've known like friends that are like girls that are really like self-conscious about the way they look, and they look super great, and I'm always like, why are you nervy? Like, but then again, I'm like, what has been your change? And like, I don't know, I feel that. I feel for you femmes.
Thanks. Don't feel again. Don't do that.
All right, my bad.
Oh, never mind.
I'm like,
no,
we kind of just been going on a tangent. So why did we take a break for the pod? Like, what specifically, like, it sounds like we went into, like, what we're growing in, the yada yada. And I've had people ask, like, why another month off? Like, what is going on? I think it is important that we speak to and give an answer as to why, like, we felt like we needed to do this in connection to the podcast. I don't think you can answer this because low-key I made the decision.
No, low-key you did make this decision, but like I think our answers are gonna differ on this one. Why so then let me ask you the question. Why do you think in relation to this pod we needed the break of it going on as long as it did? Do you not have an answer?
I just wanted it.
I just needed it. No. Low-key, that is enough of an answer too. Yeah. Like sometimes it's just like because I needed it.
Yeah, I did need it. There was a point. Again, Carrington described it really well in the beginning where this is a lot and I didn't know how to get into it. We kind of just jumped into it and it was like 100% all at once. Yeah. And it was a lot. And there was a point when I felt like my personal life was being sacrificed for this podcast. And that's fine. That is something that I love to do. This is something that I love to do, and the effects that it has. But there's also like, I don't know, there was a point when I didn't feel like I felt connected to God, but it was like, I also feel like I'm making you this constant task instead of actually being in a spiritual connection with you. And when I do get into a spiritual connection with you and communicate with you, I feel like you're not only calling me to pursue this thing, but also to pursue this thing. But right now I just don't have that capacity. And it really was like, guys, I just honestly was exhausted. Like I saw my bags coming back under my eyes and like it was really hurting my mental health in the sense, like, I was unmotivated. Like, I did not want to do anything. I didn't want to, like, do anything with anyone. I have a good friend of mine. She always checks in, and she started to recognize, like, hey, I figured you're going into hibernation mode. I just wanted to see how you're doing. And I was like, I'm missing out on hearing my friends' lives and being a good friend to them because I'm still, like, this podcast. And I was like, hold on. Like, I should not be like that. That is me turning selfish. That is me turning into making God this, like, chore and something ugly that essentially would reflect God badly. And in the terms of me trying to do other things outside of just this, because, like, that it's a real life thing. Like, I just felt like God was telling me, like, hey, redo, like, revamp. Time for a revamp, but you need a second in order to do that. And then I didn't get my wisdom teeth out.
That was the biggest thing, really.
But that's where I was at.
That makes sense. I get it.
What was it for you?
Well, like you mentioned, I didn't quite make the decision, but truly, I was kind of like, it was the end of, like, my course for EMT, and it was like, there was a minute where I was like, I have, like, this big thing, and, like, I need this day off, and you were like, okay, let's just not film. How would you feel about, like, not filming for the next couple weeks? And I was like, honestly, fair. Like,
hold on.
No.
Wait.
What? What?
Guys, Kirsten's birthday's tomorrow.
Oh. You cut me off. I was on a flow. I was, like, ready to.
I'm so sorry. But then I was like,
we're like an hour into it.
I felt myself, like, because I was looking at you. I was looking at your crowd, and then I was
oh
like,
my god. I've taken this on and on.
And it's like, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah,
Happy
it's Kirsten's birthday. If you guys cannot tell by the
tomorrow, yeah. Sorry.
Skeleton. We got a skeleton.
Yeah, Marissa was really sweet and decorated the room a little bit.
So everyone say happy birthday to Carrie. You've missed it by the time this episode is released.
Yeah, no, we're filming in advance, but that's okay.
I'm so sorry. Get back to it.
It's okay.
Should we not even tell them? Should we just edit it out?
Not acknowledge that anything is different with me. Honestly, I wonder if you could even, like, read what this says. I'm just wearing this crown to just have it. I'm gonna wear this to medieval times tomorrow.
That's why I got it.
No way!
Because I was
Thank
gonna get you. There was another kind of hat.
Like a crown?
I think it was like a unicorn.
Oh,
I was like,
that's funny.
gay.
Yeah.
But then I was like, wait, is she going to medieval times?
Yeah, I'm going to medieval times for my birthday. I finished Game of Thrones. Did I tell you?
How was it?
It was really good. I had a different experience than probably everyone else because I was like, oh, I know it's gonna happen, kind of, and I know that everyone hated it. So I went into it being like, it was fine. Like, it was good. But I know people were, like, mad. I wasn't mad.
Why are people mad?
The last season was just trash. And you could see, like, a decline in, like, season 6 and 7 and 8 were, like, wham. But House of the Dragon, now that's a serve. That's, like, my favorite show.
My boss is watching that show.
It's like a prequel to Game of Thrones. It's really good. But that's why I'm, like, medieval times. I want to ride a dragon.
Okay.
But we went to Goodwill to look for shit to wear, and I couldn't find anything. So now
we have a knight's helmet in my garage.
Yes, can I please borrow it?
I'm so sorry.
No, it's
you were
okay.
in the midst of studying and doing. And
yeah, I had like a really like big like my final, and then like my practical final was coming up, and I just had like, and let me get this clear. I was the top of that class. I had the fastest trauma unit. Like I was the fastest at trauma. I know I was because I recorded it. So I had the fastest trauma time. I had a really great medical. And that doesn't make any sense, but I'm just really good at that. So I was top of that freaking class, but I was like, I just need a second because it's like all piling up like right now. And Marissa was like, let's just take a couple of days off then. Okay, how about a week? Or how about we actually take like a month break? And I was like, no, that's fair. Because it was like a transition time for me in that. And I mentioned that earlier. But I think I was going to say for me, like going into it, I was like, I need this. Yeah, like we were doing it every week, and like I know you were doing like more than just filming. Like I was kind of like just filming and like documenting some notes of like what I wanted to say, but mostly I was just showing up to film. But you were going into it, and I was like, Marissa needs this. So I went into it with like, yeah, this will be good break. But as I was like in the break, and after my school ended, and I was like in that like looking for a job phase and stuff, and preparing for more school, it was like my mental health got really bad taking a break.
Oh.
And I know that's why I was like, our answers might be different, but I think it was because I missed like having a scheduled thing to do on Thursdays, because like everything that I was doing like ended. Like I was at school every day for like 6 hours, like with all of my friends. But I had like great friends in that class, and we still talk, but like they're like scattered now. But like I was like, I lost everything. It felt like a breakup. It was like an immediate like thing. So it trickled for a while there, but
wow. Sorry.
but I think that's just like me, like in my personality, like I need to have something, the next step planned out, and when I don't, I like lose myself. And you've seen it happen a couple times maybe, where I'm like, I don't know what my next thing is, so I'm just, I'm just like in my depression rot. So, but as soon as we started talking about coming back, it kind of inclined a little bit. Yeah. So, and you know what, I think in my relationship with God too, of like, I've never been closer since doing this, and kind of like taking a break made me like, kind of like, which is sounds terrible, but like kind of like forget all like the progress I had made prior doing this. And I was like, I keep saying like, ew, but I was like losing it. And then, I don't know, coming back, I'm excited. Because I was like learning stuff from you. You were like teaching me about the Bible, and I was like having a good time. So it's kind of a more depressing answer, but
I didn't realize that.
Because it's not that big of a deal.
No. Well, it's interesting because like God talks about being in community and fellowship.
Yeah.
And it's funny because on the break, okay, so before the break, I was going to church. I was pushing myself to go to church. And the reason I wasn't like an avid churchgoer, I didn't really have a church that I liked yet. Also, I look the way I do, so like sometimes you have to be careful which one you walk into. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Oh my goodness.
I definitely my laptop charger, so we're like,
ooh,
yeah, I know.
We're just running against the battery juice.
But maybe everyone's gonna like it because then we'll actually like
stay on topic.
Instead of like,
you know what? We don't need to let them know that we were off topic. Maybe that was what we were trying to talk about.
Yeah.
Fine. It's fine.
Sorry, I've never really forgotten my charger.
It's fine.
Mental health.
Mental health.
I need to forgive myself.
Yeah.
My therapist told me I need to work on forgiveness. I got into therapy.
Good for you.
Thank you.
I refuse.
Okay.
That's too woke for me.
Yeah, with your boots, I figured.
Yeah, my straight surgery went really well, so these are physically attached to my feet.
Anyway, here's some changes in the pod.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Really quick, I'm just gonna run through it because our battery's gonna die. Big announcement. We are no longer doing episodes every Tuesday. We made this decision just because I made this decision. I
supported it.
It essentially gives us more time to give you better material, better edited, better content, better research content. I'm hoping now that I can supply you guys with the verses instead of just being like, well, in somewhere, even though I just literally did it.
Or that one time you tried to read it for 4 hours and you couldn't read it. And then I tried to read it and I couldn't read it.
So we actually want to learn how to read in between each episode. Anyway, so we just thought it was best. It gives us more time to do something to make better episodes for you guys. So yeah.
We're really excited to start off this, I guess, kind of new chapter in a way. Even though we're just picking back up, but I think we're really hoping that you can like notice these changes and notice maybe an effort level that is going to increase for your benefit.
Yeah, and thanks
for ours.
Also, thank you guys for being patient and waiting. I know that some people are waiting along for each episode, and it means a lot when you guys express to us like, hey, where are you guys at? Or do you, like even engaging a little bit. It shows that you guys care. We appreciate that. And we just appreciate your patience, really. You guys are meeting us on a human standard too.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Get out.